Ah, hello. Hello, everyone. Let's see. Still getting a few last minute things tweaked. Let's see. I'll be sitting closer to the microphone, so hopefully be able to hear me better. Let's see here. I'll be fiddling around with the game audio throughout the stream. So, yeah. I think I am all set. So, yeah. If I recall correctly, the stream last week, I was playing with the Switch Pro controller, but with how I have things positioned, I'll be bumping my microphone apparently, but also playing with separated Joy-Con, so that'll make just playing in general a lot more comfortable until I get into Splatoon later on, in which case I am not used to playing Splatoon with the motion controls just with the right hand, so that's going to be I'm not going to be using split Joy-Con for Splatoon 2 later. I'll just be either using these in the grip or the Pro Controller. So, yeah, the stream last week just suddenly died because my power went out yesterday, and I looked in the options here to see, well, I saved right after the power went out because the Switch is a portable. It went on battery power, and I was able to save then, and so it saved right, I think it's right at the start of the festival. Oh, hey, Jordan. Well, thanks for lurking. Hope you have a good time. Whoa. Thank you for hosting, Jordan. Oh, that's a fitting alert for right before a festival. I don't know why I decided to have Steve Harvey and the Family Feud theme play for hosting. Well, actually, no, I do know because Steve Harvey's the host of Family Feud. Yeah, thanks. Speaking of great music, this is actually a really good song, Jump Up Superstar. If I can bump up the game audio a little bit. Just kind of let you listen to this a bit. I shouldn't even try to sing on stream. My vocal cords are not properly ready for that. I need to warm up before I can actually properly sing. Quote-unquote properly sing. Also, okay, so yeah, I collected this Power Moon right as the power went out last week, so that's already collected. Luckily, I have my PC hooked up to a UPS, so my computer did not lose power, so I was able to do a graceful shutdown. Even though our router and modem are not on any sort of UPS, so that unfortunately we had to deal with that, although it was up. The internet was back up, or no, the power in general was back up overnight, so yeah, I more or less just played a little bit of the Splatoon 2 Octo expansion then went to bed. Ah, shoot. This is what happens when I try to talk and play games at the same time. Also, I think are they still doing the thing in this area? No. No, it doesn't look like. Back around the anniversary of this game's launch, back last month, you were able to ground pound all over this stage and have little pixel versions of Luigi and Captain Toad pop up and you'd get loads of coins. Anyways, these are actually the very last story-related moons of this area. So, we're starting right in New Donk City, then immediately going to the next location, because I'm just getting all the story-required moons, and then moving on to the next kingdom. I'm gonna be focusing on moon collection after the final boss. Although, still have to collect 2 more, if you can see in the upper left, so I'll just run around for a bit. I think I may have planted the seeds, so let's, oh shoot. Yeah, I planted the seeds last week, so I don't even have to try hard, they're just here. I think, yeah, over there as well. So, I don't have to try at all to look for moons. They're just already here. Excuse me, sorry. This car right here, if you pay attention to it, it just continuously goes around this little plaza area for eternity, more or less, I think. Let's follow it. Do you actually do a right turn, then keep going straight, or do you actually then take this right turn up here? I know, exciting gameplay. Let's see. Yep, okay, you even use your turn signal and everything. Good job. Can you imagine just continuously driving that same loop for the rest of your life? Anyways. So, already collected close to 100 moons it has to be now. Because currently at 73, but now with this new batch of moons, that's 83. 93, sorry, what am I thinking? 20 moons, not 10. So, but in total there are 880 moons, and I will be getting every single one. Let's see. I guess because it is now winter. Well, by winter, I mean has started to snow where I live, so we'll go to the Snow Kingdom. Can I skip? I can. Okay. I wasn't skipping the cutscenes last time, but I'll be skipping them for now on, because they're more or less the same. Cappy always gives tips in between worlds that you're visiting for the first time, or kingdoms that you're visiting for the first time. It's a little annoying if this is your 3rd or 4th playthrough of the game and you're still being taught how to wall jump, yet you've done it hundreds of times before. There we go. Although, let's get this checkpoint first. Yeah, the Joy-Con that I'm playing with are the left pink, right green. And in order to get the reverse of them, you have to get them either from the Splatoon 2 Switch console bundle, which had the left green, right pink, or you have to import the left green, right pink from either Japan or Europe, which eventually is what I'll be doing, because I want to not only have the full set, the full color set of these controllers, but also just in general have more Joy-Con, so then if people come over or what? Oh my god, I died in the same place twice. So then if a lot of people come over, then I'd have plenty of controllers at the ready for them to be able to use, especially with Smash Ultimate still carrying over the feature from the Wii U version, letting you do 8-player Smash, and you're able to play Smash with just a sideways Joy-Con. So even though that does sound crippling, once you start to play with just a single Joy-Con on its side, it's actually not terrible. I remember thinking at first playing with a single Joy-Con on its side was not optimal in any way. It's actually not too bad once you get a feel for it. Like earlier, I was playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with just a single, with this Joy-Con on its side, and I was still placing highly in every single race. Come on. Get in there. Nice. Yeah, I think the reason why a lot of people don't like playing with a single sideways Joy-Con is they tend to just kind of like coddle it right in their hands, and they don't think to just let it rest on their fingers, which is what I do, just letting it rest on your fingers. And doing it that way gives you a much better grip. Yeah, there are third-party grips that you can slide these into to make them more like actual controllers, but I don't think that's really necessary. I'd much rather just put that money towards, like, if I want a controller that feels like an actual controller, or a traditional controller, I'd much rather just put that money towards another Pro controller. Although, my goal is to eventually have at least 4 pairs of Joy-Con, and having that many Joy-Con means that I'll be able to do 8-player Smash where everyone has to use just a single sideways Joy-Con. I don't know why, but that will amuse me immensely. 'Cause you'd think with Smash Brothers, playing Smash Brothers with something like this seems a little ridiculous, but then again, a lot of people played Brawl, or even Smash Wii U with just a sideways Wii remote, which I never was able to get comfortable with using. I tried playing Brawl a couple times with just a sideways Wii remote. It is not a good control scheme in the slightest. Honestly, I personally don't feel like that there's any benefits at all to using a sideways Wii remote compared to plugging in a nunchuck and using both the Wii remote and nunchuck. Ah, shoot. Hope that I don't die on this boss. Now that I say that. Oh. Come on. There we go. Plus, with using a sideways Wii remote, it does not have the proper amount of buttons to properly be a controller, whereas these, they more or less have all the buttons that a normal 3DS would have, and Smash was on the 3DS, meaning that this is essentially just 3DS controls without the D-pad for taunts. Although, yes, like, it's much more compact, but once you get used to it, like I said, it's not terrible. I find that I repeat information a lot during streams. Hopefully I'll get better with that. With not doing that, rather. Speaking of Smash 3DS, I feel that I may actually start to just use the Joy-Con for Smash generally instead of the Pro Controller, because I've played Smash 3DS so much, and the Joy-Con buttons really do remind me of the buttons on the 3DS. At least every system that isn't the original 2DS, because that system has mushy buttons. Every other 3DS is clicky buttons. And the buttons on the Joy-Con are clicky, whereas the buttons on the Pro Controller are more mushy, but they're a whole lot bigger buttons, which, well, yeah. It's just that the buttons on the Joy-Con it makes it feel like I'm playing on a sort of 3DS that just had some of its controls ripped off. Like, physically ripped off of the system. Yeah, it's crazy to think that Smash Ultimate's only 3 weeks away. I remember back this past spring when it was first announced, and in a way it's felt like such a long wait, but at the same time not at all, because I think with Brawl there was like a 2-year wait, and with Smash 3DS and Wii U, it was more like a year. So the waits for Smash games have actually started to... What? Oh, there we go. I think have actually started to decrease. Just wait until the future when a new Smash game gets released, or gets announced, and Sakurai's like, oh yeah, you can buy it now. And everyone's just like, what? Oh, shoot. Okay. I thought I was about to slide off the edge there for a second. But yeah, it's funny that I'm streaming Mario Odyssey on the launch day of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. I would have gotten those games if it weren't for the facts that A, Smash Brothers is coming out soon, and B, I've been kind of spending a lot this past year, and so I really need to pull things back in a bit. And I'm not saying that just as an excuse, because historically I've never really enjoyed Pokemon games, but the Let's Go games do hold some level of interest for me. But like I would have bought one of the games, but I'm just not wanting to spend money on additional things that I don't necessarily need at this point. Especially when a lot of the money that I've spent has been on Switch and 3DS games that I'm still in the process of playing and beating. Although with Splatoon 2, that's just going to be a sort of evergreen title for me, because oh shoot, I meant to do a ground pound to get my bearings more, but nope. Let's see, get you again. I think, do I even have to? Okay, no I don't, it's already down here. Although, I'm still gonna go back up there because what I was trying to get at up there were some purple coins. So, I'm gonna have to run all the way back up to get those. Yeah. I've never really enjoyed Pokemon games, or really any... Well, most RPGs I haven't really enjoyed because just of the nature of the games. Specifically the battle systems. I've well, my first RPG series that I got into were the Mario and Luigi RPGs, and with those you're actively pressing buttons at the correct times, and it just feels a lot more interactive and a lot more fluid of a system, whereas with really any other RPG I've played, it feels like I'm just picking an item from a fast food menu and hoping that what I chose was a good idea. That's really what it boils down to. For one, that's kind of the level of interactivity I've felt from RPGs like that, plus the idea that it's what you chose may not entirely have been the best choice. Well, when you're ordering something from like McDonald's or whatever, there's a chance that it may not be good and that something with it may just be off. For that equivalent, it's like if an attack misses in an RPG, that's what I kind of equate it to. But for some reason, the Let's Go games have really been piquing my interest, even though it's strange that when you're playing it in docked mode, you can only play with just a single Joy-Con, and you don't even have the option of playing with a full pair of Joy-Con or a Pro Controller. Like, it makes sense that games like Super Mario Party require you to use just a single sideways Joy-Con, because that game actually takes full advantage of the Joy-Con's capabilities, whereas with Let's Go, I feel like it's a tacked-on feature. Now, is it a terrible feature? No, it's great that it's, like, if it was just an option as opposed, like, an option along with being able to just use the regular set of Joy-Con or a Pro Controller would have been nice. At least you can use a full set in handheld mode, but I play my Switch more or less half in handheld mode, half in docked, so went into training mode. So I've just been talking about all this stuff while I guess the quote-unquote story has been going on. So basically, we are this snow creature that is in a bouncing race, and we have to get first. I think we have to get first in order to progress and get a power moon. Luckily, I'm in first, already finishing the first lap. Oh shoot, now that I say that, I'm gonna start screwing up, aren't I? Ugh. I've done this several times before, but I'm still not used to it in the slightest, and my instincts are telling me to hit the X button to look behind me, but this is not Mario Kart, so I can't do that. Am I gonna lap last place? Am I actually about to do this? I'm doing it. I'm lapping last place. Can I finish the race lapping them? Yes, I am. Wow. Oh, man. I've never done that before. Supersonic Snowman. It's a great alliteration. And are these the only story-required moons? Or are these the last story-required moons in this area? If so, then it's like we're just dropping in, collecting some moons, being like, peace. And not coming back for many weeks still. Because, really the first true area of the game, I would say. The Sand Kingdom. It has so many moons, and in my first playthrough, I spent so much time there. Probably, I think that's the kingdom that I spent the most amount of time in, because it was that big and it had that many moons. Some of the moons, I will say, are a little, I wouldn't say BS, but just really, for some reason, really tricky. Oh, Seaside Kingdom. Perfect time, because I was actually about to take a sip of water. Skip the cutscene. Oh, shoot. I'll spill a little bit of water on my lap. Luckily it's just water, so it doesn't leave any sort of residue. I did not make tea because the tea that I was drinking last week was actually actively making my throat more dry. So I decided to not do that and just save it for after the stream when I will be having popcorn. The water here, if you like take a look at it, it's like bubbling, and it's almost makes me think that this is like seltzer water, like really hydrating seltzer water, and that just sounds really good. Yeah, just looking at it and thinking about it is making me thirsty again. Anyways, I'm just gonna run around for a bit. In this area, we have to get to the 4 light beacons and hit the switches there to pop the corks, like right there, to hit the boss on the head. And once we do that, then the boss fight will ensue. Oh yeah, I forgot that chest had a life up heart. I remember at first hearing about how this game doesn't have 1-ups in it at all, and thinking that that was weird, but that's weird just because it's been tradition for Mario games since forever, and I think in this day and age, live systems do feel outdated. Now, they don't completely detract from a game, but games that still have them, and games that still have them for no apparent purpose, I feel that they should just take the approach that, like, this game and also Shovel Knight, which, well, Shovel Knight came before Odyssey, and both games have the same idea, so maybe this idea was partially inspired from Shovel Knight, where instead of losing a life, you just drop some money, which I think is a much better system, and I think it makes a lot more sense. And I think it's actually more detrimental to a player, and therefore more effective punishment than just losing a life that you can easily replace, albeit currency you can still easily replace. But in the moment, it feels more detrimental rather than just losing a life. Oh, hey Vulcan, how's it going? I'm just rambling about outdated game design. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, if you touch the stuff at all, it hurts you. Which, it's weird. Like, this is one part of Odyssey that's weird. That it's like, why is this a thing? The just spraying water on this lava-type substance, and it doesn't just start to cover back up. Downloading Destiny 2 right now? Nice, over crappy Wi-Fi. Yeah. Do you know how big the game file for Destiny 2 is? I like hearing about the file sizes for all these modern games. It's just ridiculous. Like, I know Fallout 76, that game takes, like, on good Wi-Fi, a couple days to fully download. And in that way, I kind of feel spoiled with still 70 gigabytes left. Jeez. In that way, I kind of feel spoiled with playing primarily on Nintendo systems, because the file sizes tend to be a lot smaller. Like, the largest file size for a game that I've had to download on Switch was Smash Brothers. That was only 14 gigabytes. So, yeah, but most first-party Nintendo games are only like 2 to 5 gigabytes at most on Switch, and the game sizes are even smaller on 3DS because it's the 3DS, and the screen resolution is technically only 240p, but with just how the system is and the fact that you're playing games on a specialized screen, it isn't as terrible of an idea playing a game in 240p, because with the way that the screen is, the games still look really sharp. So, like, I think Mario Odyssey is only about like 6 gigabytes. Oh. That's like, I would say that when eventually in the future I get into gaming on like PlayStation or Xbox or PC, that, well, I guess more so on console, I've thought, oh, maybe I'll just get most of my games physical on those, but with most games nowadays on console, you still have to download a good part of the game because they can't fit a lot of the game on the disc itself anymore, because games are getting so big, and they need so much information to be accessible that having an entire game nowadays on the actual disc is getting more and more rare. Again, except for Nintendo games. Well, most. Well, any Switch game that is good, I'll say, lets you just play the game right off the cartridge, and doesn't require you to download a part of the game to the system. But then again, Nintendo games tend to be more simple than like full AAA titles on other consoles, so there's that. Although, oh yeah, I forgot there's a Goombette, I think her name is. If we get a stack of Goombas up to her, she will give us a moon. Which, if you take that out of context, sounds very wrong. But I've been thinking about what system I would want to get to complement the Switch, and I've heard a lot of people say that if you have a Switch and a good gaming PC, that's really all you need this console generation. So, I think that's what I'm gonna do, is save up for a good gaming PC that I can also use to stream and edit stuff. Like, I can obviously do that on this current PC, but something that can do those things better. And yeah, because I mean, I would just get a console, but with the decisions that Sony and Microsoft are doing, not to get into this discussion too much, but some of their decisions have been odd with Sony's weird censorship on stuff that has actually impacted a few games majorly, and also their unwillingness to support crossplay with games like Fortnite and Minecraft and Rocket League, and then also Microsoft with the lack of exclusives on Xbox, or lack of intriguing exclusives on Xbox. Really, it feels like it's more or less just been Cuphead, but you can get that on PC, so yeah. Also, getting a good PC, then I can then use it for other things other than gaming, which I more or less said with, like, also having it for streaming and editing, but still, I think it'd be a more worthwhile investment than, I was already up here, a more worthwhile investment than one of the other consoles. My thought process may not make sense entirely right now, but that's because I'm having to talk and play a video game at the same time, and I didn't prepare anything in terms of that sort of discussion beforehand, so I'm just going off the cuff and more or less rambling. So if I would prepare beforehand, I would be more coherent with my thoughts, but that's just the nature of improv commentary, is you may not it may not be the best if you're not fully trained or not fully prepared. Like, okay, if I did have access to the other two main consoles, the PS4 and Xbox One, and a multi-platform game hit those two games and the Switch, most likely I would still get it on Switch because of the fact that you can take the Switch with you everywhere, and I've grown up with I grew up with the GBA, and then with the DS and 3DS, and so I've just been accustomed to having the ability to just take my games with me wherever. So I think back here there may have been a moon that I missed. I feel like there was. I think it's right at the start, more or less. No, I ran right into him. Yep, right here. Completely missed this. Luckily I remembered. Yeah, like, I've also thought, not necessarily relating to gaming at all, but I've thought that it would be kind of fun if I had an additional PC to be able to use just to tinker with Linux, because I've always had a fascination for Linux, and I used it for several years. And, I mean, in the future, when I do build my own, like, high-end gaming PC, I think the PC that I'm currently using will become, like, my Linux box. But I don't know if the hardware in this would be out of date at all by then. But Linux generally does perform pretty well on lower-end hardware, although I guess it depends on what distribution of Linux you decide on. Have I already gotten all 4 corks? I've just been rambling and playing. This is already happening. I guess it is. So now we get to fight him. So, have to run back down and we have to get one of the Octo Boys down here. So, let's go back into the water because propelling yourself like this does use up the water bubble that's around you. So, doing it in the water is just makes it so then you're constantly replenishing it. Ah, shoot. That's not enough of a charge. Nope, it isn't. I somehow phased right through him. Okay, sure. Wanna be like that. Oh, shoot. Okay. And then most of this boss fight is just you chasing him through the water and avoiding all the crap that he throws at you. It is actually pretty cool that the area that you fight him in is the entire level. I really do like that concept. Oh, come on. No, I'm out of juice. Get back up. Oh, let's go back down. Get up, and get down. I think that's a song. Come on. Down. Oh, shoot. Nope. Let's try that again. He's cornered right now, so... No, but then he slips out from underneath you, so you have to chase him again. And then, last phase. Although, I do remember this boss fight in particular being more difficult in my memory, but I think that's just difficulty in terms of actually chasing him down, because I didn't quite have the technique down quite yet. Also, is the chest back? It is. Cool. Let's snag the life up heart just in case. There we go. Oh. Hello there, my soup, or however you pronounce your name. I understand the pain of people not being able to pronounce your username because people always tend to pronounce my name as Geozak when it's actually Giozak. Or that's at least how I intend my name to be pronounced. Or it's probably just me. My soup? Okay. Cool. Good to know. That's... Oh, thank you for following, Soup. That's... I'm still getting used to streaming. I did some Let's Playing on YouTube in the past, and it's an entirely different sort of feel compared to streaming. With streaming, you're directly talking with the people that are watching, and with just regular Let's Playing, you're able to just edit over everything. Whereas with this, it's all live, it's all just whatever's coming to your mind. Which I don't really think I'm going to be doing any, like, traditional Let's Playing anymore, unless if it's a Let's Play where I'm treating it more so as a walkthrough, because Let's Plays nowadays are not what Let's Plays used to be. They used to actually more so be walkthroughs, and the people that were playing the games were actually skilled in the game they were playing, whereas nowadays it's just people playing games and their whole gimmick is that they're bad at the games. And yeah, that's I do kind of miss the earlier days of Let's Playing, because it felt more natural, and Okay, yeah, you're just going to sleep. Understandable. Once I get on a tangent, it's hard for me to break it. But, then I just lose my train of thought. It's, like, I don't have stage fright at all. It's just that generally, when I'm doing some sort of performing, like, I consider this a sort of performance. Not let's playing, streaming, because you're doing it live in front of an audience. But with do a glitch in the game, I've never done any sort of glitching of Mario Odyssey at all, and I mean, there are probably some more simple glitches I could do, but I'm not aware of any right now, and I don't want to waste stream time Googling core glitches. Maybe at some other point, because I do have there's gotta be some glitches for this game. Mario games always do. There we go. And then this is the point in the stream where nothing is coming to mind, and then I start to comment on the fact that nothing is coming to mind, which just further bores everyone that's watching. And then I realize that I should stop doing that and actually talk about something else. Probably the fact that, for some reason, I've always been skilled in Mario games, for whatever reason, and my brothers can concur with that, because I was able to get further than everyone else in the, it wasn't even an official Mario game, it was, probably some sort of ROM hack that we had on our old computer. I was able to get the farthest in that than anyone else in my family when I was only 9 months old, apparently. Everyone says that to me, but I still don't believe it. Get a golden nut and a fire bro in a corner? Okay. Maybe I'll try that some other time, because my intention with these streams were to just casually play through the game and not so much do glitching, but I will take that suggestion as something I can do in a future stream. Let's see, did I see something over here? No, I think my brain was still just thinking about the glowing box. Okay, the designs of these guys are they're just so good. Their legs are tongs and their arms are tongs. Like, because they're supposed to be like forks. It's so good. Let's see. There's a moon up here as well. There we go. I mean, I say that I don't entirely believe everyone when I say that I was able to get farther in Mario than anyone else in my family, but then I'm able to do things like that, so I was definitely better than Dad at it, yeah. And also better than my cousins, who, one of them had, from what I remember, thrown a tantrum because they couldn't get farther than me. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's a slot machine. Let's do it. Let's stand right here. I'm gonna have to be quiet for a second to time this correctly. Alright, now just the last one. There we go. I mean, yes, they are just forks, but it's, personally speaking, I think it's clever design, clever character design. But then again, personal opinion. Also, another personal opinion. The stew actually does look kind of good. And I've seen some videos of, well, I've seen a video of someone recreate the stew in real life as an actual thing you can eat, and I would love to do that at some point. Luckily, I am skilled enough in the kitchen to where I would be able to do it. Also, what is this pink stuff supposed to be? Like, my brain thinks Pepto-Bismol, because this is a food-related area, and I tend to kind of associate Pepto-Bismol with, like, food and, well, food and digestive stuff, yeah, that's kind of obvious, but, like, what else could that pink stuff be? Like, it couldn't be just regular lava. It's not regular lava, but it behaves like lava. It's gotta be, like, boiling hot Pepto-Bismol. Soda? Yeah, but... Well, I was about to say, why would jumping in soda hurt you? Because if you jump in here, it burns you, but then at the same time... The same question could be asked about, what if you just jumped into a giant tank of Pepto-Bismol? The whole tank, or the whole, like, holding area, I think it's just a giant mass floating in space of the Pepto-Bismol. Like, it's not in any sort of device that is heating it up. So, I have questions as to why it's bubbling, and why it hurts you when you jump into it. I'm not going to jump into it again, but it's hot soda. Yeah, well, again, I was about to say, if you boil, like, if you boil Coca-Cola, for example, it eventually just boils down to the sugar, or the sucrose, or whatever. But then at the same time, again, what if you boiled Pepto-Bismol? Now for some reason I want to try boiling Pepto-Bismol. There's probably a video out there where someone boils Pepto-Bismol. That's something for me to look up later. Ah, shoot. Okay. Am I able to just do this? I can. Yeah. Nice. I was going to casually speedrun this game on stream, but I figured I don't want to put that sort of pressure on myself. I'd rather just casually play the game for the time being, rather than just... Yeah, just casually play it, rather than putting extra pressure on myself by playing a game that I've only recently gotten more and more familiar with, like playing a game while also doing something speedrunning that I really haven't done before. Nice hot mug of some old Pepto, yeah. Now I'm actually very curious as to what happens when you boil Pepto-Bismol. It's actually kind of funny how this whole area is modeled after foods, and then the color of the power moons, it's a bright light blue cyan sort of color, and it just makes me think of, like a Jolly Rancher. Almost like a dessert, or a treat sort of thing. I do not have Star Allies, no. Sorry. I would like to get it at some point, but it's $60 for what is essentially high-definition triple deluxe, which I already have on 3DS and I completed, so at this point I have no interest in getting it until, like, I can get it for sale. But anyways, the color of the moons in this world, I think, actually makes sense because they're like candies then that you're collecting, and yeah, the color of it just reminds me of Jolly Rancher. And plus, I think maybe it's like, somewhat similar type of satisfaction collecting them as you would like actually eating like a candy. I hate when science documentaries state blatantly wrong facts. Yeah, that's definitely one thing that's crucial when making a documentary, is making sure that you're not stating wrong information. I've actually been watching some documentaries recently. Like I recently rewatched Super Size Me. That was really interesting. Nat Geo. I'll have to look into that. For some reason I've really been... Oh hey, look, press B to Twitch. I'm streaming this on Twitch. Everyone else has probably made that joke before, but... yeah, you just become a giant slab of meat. This game is weird, and in fact, I saw this earlier today. Apparently, this upcoming sequence of the game is why this game is rated E10 as opposed to E, like every other Mario game. They claimed particles ejected from the sun at nearly the speed of light. No. 1 to 2 million miles an hour. Nowhere near the speed of light. Gotta fact check documentary writers and anyone else making information-based, well, fact-based projects. I was trying to find a word there that worked. Ah, shoot. So, yeah, right here, after we collect this multi-moon, then, spoilers for like 20 seconds in the future, we will now fight this giant bird. I don't know its name, but apparently the fact that it vomits this pink goop is the reason why this game is rated E10 as opposed to E. Like, okay, sure. Like, a 9-year-old is... like, it's totally inappropriate for a 9-year-old to see a cartoon bird vomiting dangerous purple goo. Climb up the cascading magma. For some reason, it throws us all the way back to the start, which at first sounds ridiculous, but then I just remembered we're going to a completely different area of the map, so it's not too bad. In fact, it's actually kind of handy. Speed of light is around 670 million miles per hour. Yeah, there's definitely a difference there. Also, I just realized that I still have the sailor's cap on Mario, when I could just have the his regular cap. I think I'm gonna run back to the Odyssey quick and put him back in his regular hat. Again, like, I'm gonna be really getting into completing everything and getting every single costume part in the post-game, because that's really when things start to open up. I'm raging. There we go. Oh shoot. Almost just dove right into the Pepto-Bismol. Let's see. There we go. Almost got hit by the spiny there. Buy things. I will eventually. I mean, I do have enough purple coins right now to buy things, but I figured I'll just wait until the post game, because that's when, like, even when I'm just playing the game casually, I always wait until post game to collect, like, really focus on collecting things, because it just feels pointless to collect and do everything in a world, and then post game you essentially have to go through the entire kingdom all over again to more or less do the same thing. So it's like, why don't I just do the bulk of it all in one go? Buy things, sell things, more costumes! All in due time. Cappy wanted to attach himself to that chunk of wood rather than let me possess lava or magma, whatever these things are supposed to be. I always forget the difference between lava and magma. Oh, what? Okay. Sure. I'll save that for later. What? Like, I know what happened there. Oh, hey, free tag. Yeah, what happened there, I'm assuming, is I got right up to the top, and one of the logs, appeared underneath me, and touching anything that isn't Pepto-Bismol will just boot me out of being a Potaboo, and then I will just go into the the deadly Pepto-Bismol. Yeah, thanks for hopping by, free tag. This is what happens when I don't stream a lot, is I want to say things, but I'm not able to properly say what I want to say. Yeah, I've had the capture card for a few weeks, and I'm still, I guess I'm still playing around with it, but I think I have things kind of on lockdown now. So, I have been streaming every Friday evening. I won't be able to stream next week because I'll be out of town, but I will be able to stay more consistent. Then, yeah, words definitely are hard, and my brain wants to fill as much space as it possibly can with words when I'm streaming, so I just start to talk about nonsense, and shoot. Forgot to kick one of the rocks into its mouth first. Whoa, okay. Am I gonna die? Not quite. Okay, let's hope this is that's not a heart. Okay. And here, let's get Cappy out of his mouth. Quality food at a gas station. Sounds good. Sounds good, Vulcan. Paper Mario Color Splash. I've never played Color Splash before. Although I did have Sticker Star, and I did actually 100% the game, which was an exercise in bad game design tolerance. Like, at the time, I enjoyed it, mostly, or partially because Jordan actually got it for me as a gift, because I was wanting to try it out, partially to see how bad it was, and when I was playing the game at the time, it actually didn't feel terrible. But in hindsight, thinking about it, and you know, just thinking about the game in general, it is not a good game. Like, many parts that are required for story progression are just so cryptic, and I, on multiple occasions, had to look up guides as to where to go next. Like, okay, there's a part of Sticker Star, which, I guess, first of all, I'll be using Amiibo in the post-game when I'm really combing through the levels. Right now, I'm not using Amiibo. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay. There's a part of Sticker Star where you're in this giant area that is just full of crumpled up papers. And so, logically, you're supposed to use a sticker in the environment that gets rid of the paper. Whose idea was it to have the goat sticker be the correct answer? I kid you not, you have to use a sticker that is just a goat, because goats eat paper. What? I would have never, ever been able to guess that. Just playing on my own. Yeah, I know. It's... reasons like that are why, A, why I even bothered 100% of the game, and B, why I sold the game. Like, you can get stickers in the game that are of appliances, like refrigerators and vacuum cleaners. Why couldn't one of the stickers just have been like a paper shredder? That makes more sense than having a sticker that is a goat be the correct answer. Honestly, yeah, it actually is kind of partially due to Miyamoto and the way that the direction that he wants Paper Mario to be. Paper Mario's like it's in this weird sort of awkward phase in its life. Even other goats? I think there's only just one goat sticker in the game, but still, like, you would have to get that sticker in a specific situation, which I don't even remember what situation that is. And it's not even... Okay, so let me explain how getting those types of stickers works. You get items in the environment, like 3D items from the environment, that you then bring to the main hub of the game. Decalberg, I think is the name. And you throw the item at this board that turns the item into a sticker. And you find a goat statue, and you throw that at the board and you get the goat sticker. Like, those thing stickers, or those things, are, and that is what they are called, things. You can only find them in specific parts of, in a specific part of a specific level. So if you don't know where it is, chances are you'll have to comb through so many levels before you find the item, if it's not just something that's just handed to you, which happens sometimes. Doesn't actually know if goats are cannibals. I wonder what deep-fried goat tastes like. Probably just tastes like chicken, is my guess. Because apparently everything tastes like chicken. Okay, sorry, I have to see where best places to get goat. Okay, I'm gonna copy that link and save that for reading later. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Now that I'm wondering, like, what does goat taste like? Because there are other somewhat strange meats that people eat, like venison, like deer meat, and all that stuff that aren't commonly eaten, like all across the US. Oh, shoot. So, yeah. I'm now actually very curious to know what goat tastes like. I know that there were other cryptic parts of Sticker Star, but I'm just not remembering any of them because those are A, repressed memories, and B, whenever I play a game, even if it's a game that I love, I don't always remember what it is that I did in the game, and like what happens in the game in certain situations. So next time I'm going through Milwaukee, I'll have to stop at one of those places. Yeah, and you'll have to let me know if you try goat, what exactly it tastes like. I think my grandma ate goat brain? Ugh. That's, I would never want to do that. That just sounds terrible. I think we've progressed enough as a society where we don't have to eat those sorts of things anymore. Or really at all. But I think we're actually at the final areas of the game already. I mean, I've been speeding through the game, so yeah. Oh, this part. You're not even ready if you haven't seen the game before. Yummy. Old world recipe call for fresh goat brain. But, yeah, the game just turns into Dark Souls for whatever reason. You just fight a dragon. So is delicacy back home in old world. I can't really do a good accent of that. Yeah. Or at least I've heard people say that it's like Dark Souls, or it reminds them of Dark Souls. So yeah, we just get a Bowser kind of halts our progress, and now we have to fight a dragon. And yeah, we have to, because that crash that Bowser caused, we have to repair the Odyssey with moons. And I mean, this boss isn't as hard as like a Dark Souls boss, but I guess a lot of people, or some people, have been reminded of Dark Souls because of this boss. And it just feels like a cartoony, realistic dragon. So it feels out of place for a Mario game. A lot of things in this game just feel out of place for a Mario game, and I just said game like 5 times. And there we go. Oh shoot, I forgot that it does the shocky waves. You have to wait until he's done with that, then you pull out the spires, or the things on his face. Oh, shoot, it's up here. I thought it was down there. There we go. You have to ground pound on the glowy spart. Glowy spart? Glowy part. I said spot and part at the same time. And I need to hit this right here, because if I don't, then I may die. There we go. Case in point. This is what happens when I stream and play a game at the same time. Both, I don't I perform not as well in the game, and also, I make random noises. And I've been playing Splatoon a lot recently, the single player, so my brain is just now accustomed to whenever you complete a phase of the boss, you get a checkpoint, but that's not the case in really any Mario game, so that's something I have to keep in mind, especially when these shockwaves are, geez, a lot. But I think I'll be able to get him. Yep, and there we go. Finished him off. So, yeah. I think... I'm just trying to think, because I also wanted to play a bit of the Octo expansion from Splatoon 2 in this stream. So, I think maybe this might be where I end off Odyssey for the night, because after this then we get to the second to last area before the final boss. So I may just halt the progression here for now for Odyssey. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, and I won't even put the... Yeah, congrats. Thanks. I think I may not even put the moons in the Odyssey right now, for those of you that haven't played or seen the game before, as a sort of tease. So I think I'll just... Yeah, what am I doing? I'm doing this. Yeah, there we go. Do that, and I'm going to save my progress, and we'll switch over to Splatoon. I'll play a little bit of the Octo expansion because I've been working on 100%ing that game, or well, 100%ing the Octo expansion. And by 100%, I also mean beating every single stage with every single alternative weapon that you can, because some stages you can beat the stage with one of up to like 3 different weapons. So I've also been going through and doing every challenge with every weapon, which some weapons are definitely more difficult than others, which makes sense because... Sorry about that. Because some weapons, playing with them are definitely more difficult than others. So, and especially some of the situations that the game throws you in. Now to hop onto my Twitch page and change the game that I'm playing to Splatoon 2. Hopefully this isn't causing any dropped frames. Okay, good, it's not. There we go. And let's edit some stuff. Splatoon. And Splatoon 2. There we go. Just changing over the title in the game quick. Splatoon 2. Yep. There we go. Hopefully that should be changed. It usually takes a little bit for it to change, generally. You're my favorite streamer. Well, thanks. While on Battlefield. Yeah. Oh, I forgot that I have a chat box up here in this stream layout, so that's cool, I guess. I've set some things up beforehand, so, and I don't always entirely remember what it is that I've done. it's still takes a little bit for it to update. Maybe I'll just leave it there. I mean, personally, I don't feel that it's entirely necessary to switch over the game, but at the same time, I'm switching over to a completely different game, so it does make sense. Yeah, some things with Twitch are definitely odd. Can you please? Nico, I would shout you out, but I don't entirely I don't entirely know you, and oh, there we go. Finally changed over, for me at least. That's what I was waiting on. So yeah, I'd only prefer to shout out people that I am actually properly acquainted with. I'm sorry, but that's just how I like to roll personally. But yeah, let's switch it back over to game. And I think I mentioned this at the start of the stream, but I was playing with the Joy-Con. Now I'm gonna switch to the Pro Controller because I can't play Splatoon with split Joy-Con. It's a little annoying that you have to go through this every single time that you play, even if you are just doing single-player stuff. But it's fine. It's only like a minute, and I tend to have this game running for multiple days at a time, constantly putting the Switch in and out of sleep mode. Oh yeah, that's right. The Splatfest happens tonight, or starts tonight. So yeah, I think if I noticed, was there a little bit of drift? I don't know, but sometimes when I start playing Splatoon, my controller drifts a little bit, but setting it down for a few seconds usually helps that. So let's hop in. I've been going through each line alphabetically, so I did A, I did B, now I'm doing C, this turquoise line, and which one's this? Defeat all the enemies. Oh, I tried this one earlier today, and I will need a good bit of practice with that before I actually before I can competently do it. So yeah, I'll be playing the Octo expansion for probably half an hour, then I'll be done for the night. But in the meantime, let's knock out some completion. Even though I'm probably still just gonna play more of the Octo expansion after the stream. It's just that I need time to cool down after a stream before I go to bed. Yeah, there's a platform right there. Okay. The design of... Oh, yeah. I was like, wait, why is he not seeing me? That's because invisible wall. The gameplay of Splatoon, or the single player at least, and I think I've heard it described like this before. It's like Super Mario 3D World meets Ratchet and Clank, which I think is actually kind of a apt comparison. Oh shoot. It has like a similar sort of aesthetic to Ratchet and Clank. What am I doing? Oh yeah, that's right, I think I actually have to kill him. It has a similar sort of tone to Ratchet and Clank. Why did I think that would be a good idea before revealing the platform? I don't know. But yeah, the tone feels a lot like Ratchet and Clank. Oh shoot. That's what happens when I try to... when my cheek itches. And yeah, the gameplay, it has a similar sort of feel to Mario 3D World, which, I mean, I played 3D Land, but both 3D Land and 3D World do feel somewhat similar. It's just that with 3D World, it's more optimized for multiplayer and multiple player characters running around at the same time. There we go. Let's jump up on here. Oh, we got a party up in here. Yeah. Party where I'm now a squid. Or octopus, rather. Because this is the Octo expansion of Splatoon 2. I do not like playing as Charger, because the Chargers are essentially like snipers. Or like a sniper rifle, which I don't entirely like using. Okay. Let's see. Okay, moving platforms, nothing there, okay. It's... even though I've been recently playing through the Octo expansion, I still, like, I don't remember what all is in what level, so... okay. Yeah. No, hold on. Reveal. There we go. Now we can get these. There we go. And, yeah, that's right. Wall. Not a wall. That. I almost fell down the pit. And there I fell down the pit. Hopefully I can actually make it through without having to spend extra money. Oh! I almost just turned into a squid on the grate, which makes you fall through the grate. So that would not have been great. Shoot. There we go. Sometimes you have to take things a little slow and think things through. There we go. Now just take care of you and checkpoint. Now in the regular single player, getting a checkpoint would give you back one of your lives, but not the case in the Octo expansion. At least the game lets you pay money to restart at the checkpoint. Where's my subscribe button? You only get a subscribe button once you become affiliate, I believe. So that's why I don't have a subscribe button, is because I'm not at affiliate status yet. Also, why did I just hit the switch again? I'm waiting for it to come back, and hitting the switch pushes it further. Yeah, so because I'm not an affiliate, that's why I only have a follow button and not also a subscribe button. Eventually I'll probably definitely have a subscribe button. Yeah. It's understandable how Twitch has it. So I'm personally fine with how their whole system works. Yeah, because of how much Jordan streams, who's, for those who don't know, my older brother Jordan also does live streaming, and he does it a whole lot more than me, and so that's why he is at affiliate. He's Jordan Jammer, if you want to check him out. I think this is... yeah, this is close to the end. Okay. Oh, wait. Is that... I can stand here. Nice. Okay, cool. It's just... I'm always a little bit cautious. Which causes me to not really say a whole lot. Which is not good when you are streaming and you should be talking. Also, what do I do here? Oh, I let the thing go. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. This is not good. Not good. Not good. Run away. Run away. Run away. That's gonna hit me. Oh, okay. Hold on. I wish they had Twitch a few years back. I remember playing Battlefield 3 with a guy that was in the top 10 for chopper kills on the PlayStation Network. Yeah, you could have been famous. Let's see. I guess maybe I should take care of you before. Oh, the platform over there. But let's wait for my shield to regenerate. There we go. There we go. Say there we go a lot. There we go! Okay. And, oh, that took care of him. Nice. Oh, God! Well, looks like I'm spending another 200 points just to restart back at that last checkpoint. Because I'll be having to spend 200 points anyways to redo it. So why not just restart back at the last checkpoint? Oh, shoot. We dominated almost every round. We had rivals that were number 3 and 4 for chopper kills that we would duel every once in a while. That's really cool. There we go. Ugh. I love that ending jingle, or the stage completion jingle. I would love to have it as my text message tone, but then I would get old of it very quickly. They would always barely take us out, but then we would spawn in a tank and shoot them down with the guided shell, which there's no way to avoid or counter it, and is a one-hit kill. Oof. Let's see. Match the shape. Oh, this one that requires focus. So, as the name of the station suggests, what's up, dog? You just have to break boxes to model the stack of boxes on the right with the shape of the dog on the left. So, and if you hit even a single incorrect box, that's it. So, yeah, also, excuse me, playing with a charger, or have to do it with a charger, which breaks through multiple boxes at once. Unless, actually, yeah, unless if you just give it a quick tap. But then that's a little risky, because then you might accidentally be breaking a box that you don't want to break. Or I guess what you could do is do this to aim it up, turn into squid to cancel it, and then do it like that. Or octopus, rather, because so used to the main game where you play as a squid kid. But, because it's the Octo expansion, you play as an octopus. So, let's see. Yeah, Okay, yeah. Just want to make sure. Of course, this is one of the stages that I choose to do on stream, where I have to focus, and just one wrong box removal and I have to restart. Luckily, I've done this before, so I only have to do this one more time. Do I have to break out that other box? I do. There we go. Okay. Careful. Firmly grasp it. Okay, so now to better hit those, or to better carve out the head, there's this platform up here that they give you, so that's nice. Although, let's see how... Okay. Ah! Yeah, okay. Well, let's try that again. And yeah, you have to restart all the way from the beginning. And they only give you 1 life for this, so that's fun. I say it like it's terrible. It's not. It's just having to do it when I'm also focusing on attempting to be entertaining is tricky. Let's see here. And the worst part is that I almost had it, but then I was being a little too, not impatient. I was just getting confident, that's what it was. There we go. This challenge feels a lot like Picross. If anyone has ever played Picross, I have. It's actually pretty fun, but definitely like not for everyone. So let's try this again. Huh. Yeah. Oh, I thought I had broken a wrong box. Okay. Oh, yeah, then I do this. Is it seriously not done? There we go. Got it. I remember the first time that I did this, it took me a good, like, 20 minutes. At least that's what it felt like, because I was going so slow and I was being so careful. But luckily I never have to do that again. So... say so a lot. I should not do that. Alright. So let's hop back in here. So, I've completed the sea line. Well, almost completed the sea line. I'm just gonna hop in here and show you how crazy this one is. I mean, there's definitely a way that I can do it that I have in mind. It's just the Hydra Splatling. Like, it takes forever to charge up, and it just makes me a little impatient, so let's see. Yeah, I think for now I'm going to use... or no, let's use the Hydra Splatling. And so you have 2 minutes to defeat every single one of these enemies. And they're on these platforms that revolve around whenever you hit these switches. So it's like a balance of trying to hit the switches and also hit enemies. So I guess what I could do, first of all, because I'm getting hit so much, is let my shield recharge. There we go. And then hit these enemies that are here. Can I get you from here? No, I can't, but I can get you. And then hit it a little bit. Let it roll around a bit. Oh. Have I said that I'm not very good at shooters? Because I'm not very good at shooters. Oh, I have a Tentamissile. Let's see. There we go. Hopefully that should help. Maybe. Yeah, nice. Nice. Just have to revolve this around a bit more because I only have 45 seconds left. It's just that sometimes you have to take things a little carefully. Close. But I think I may actually run out of time on this. 'Cause that's kind of what usually happens. Oh my gosh! Well... Oh my gosh, I think I may actually be able to do this, but I'm running out of time. Nope. Nope, that was it. That was it. I have to redo that. I actually almost got that. But, yeah. It gives you no time at all between deaths to kind of recuperate. It just brings you right back in, starts the clock right back up. And then you have to deal with this bullcrap. There we go. Got that, but then my shield broke, so let's hide back again. To kind of rest. Let it regenerate. Although that took a while. Which does take up time. No, he's down low, he's down low, he's down low. Now he's good, now he's good. No, I'm dead. If I fail in this life, then I'm not retrying this again on stream. Also, sorry if I'm not talking too much, it's just... when I talk, then that's when things go awry. Yeah, I'm not trying that again. At least for now on stream. I'll be just doing that on my own time. So let's see, that was C line, so then let's go to D. And... ooh, destroy all the crates in one shot. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, I had posted a clip about this on Twitter. You have to hit the balloonfish in such a way that it breaks all 60 crates all in one go. So, let's see here. How do I actually want to go about this? Maybe when it's like around... wait, what? Okay. I was like, wait. Will it just allow me to break the crates? But no. Really? It happens again! Exact same thing, exact same crate that doesn't get broken. Maybe... there. Nope, it's just... ugh. Luckily, it gives you 5 lives, but still, it's still not a great amount of lives. Whatever I was trying to say with that. Maybe try the center? Nope. Yeah, I think it's probably better if I aim at the bottom. No, I was still off. I need to time it so then it bursts right at the center. because I wasn't before, so, like, you know, that was off. That was off. It needs to be a sooner. Also love that there's random controllers that are just floating in space. Nope, that was early. No, that was still too early! Huh. Nice! There we go. This expansion in general just has great audio and great music. At the very least, I'm just gonna, well, I mean, I will, or I want to, get the OST for the expansion, because it's that good. Also, what is this? Yes. Yeah. This is another sort of puzzle, thing. Need to hit all of the neon 8-ball switches with the limited ink, the meter at the top. That's how much ink I have. Now, they do give you... Well, okay, you're not able to refill your ink while you're ducked below the ink, but they do give you this ink refill, which refills you back to full. So, that is certainly a thing. Right there. Didn't hit both switches at once. And I feel like I'm already kind of being willy-nilly, so that knocked me down to like about half a tank in just 2 hits. That's a little rough. Because then I imagine this 4th hit will drain me pretty close to empty. Because if your tank runs empty, then you just automatically fail. So at this point, I'm not quite sure if I should make this shot. Okay, good. Just want to know that. So let's go back and recharge, because making a full-powered shot would run me completely dry and then would cause me to restart. But then here's the thing. I only have 3 shots now to get all the switches. Let's see if that could actually happen. Okay, that is a ledge. Okay. It's nice that you can cancel out of your shot just by becoming an octopus. I feel like it's gonna hit that like this. I feel like the ball's gonna hit this. Okay, not quite. And actually, that was pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good. Yeah, no, okay. Shoot, how am I gonna do this? Apologies, let me think for a minute. I think I have an idea. Although, can I actually hit that from here? No, I can't. I think, because... Actually, let me see. Yeah, if it will make contact, it has the, like the red X around it. But if it will not hit, then it won't. So... I feel like I will have to... I don't think I'll be doing this on this life I'm currently on. Yeah, no, doesn't look like it, but I'm still gonna try. I feel like I've just kind of screwed myself. I don't think I'm able to actually do this. Why did I do that? I'm just gonna reset. It doesn't look like you can get inside. Yeah. So... Nice. Got 2 in 1. Do that with not quite full strength, so then I can come over here and hit it over this ramp. Whoa, what? 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 Sure. Sure. Also... Or wait. That still leaves me with a sliver of ink. I'm just gonna test this to see if even, like, it shows that I'll still have, like, a smidge of ink, if it will just kill me or what. Because if you look up at the meter, it still has, like, a very slight little bit of ink. In fact, I could just do this even... Okay, so it gives me just enough of, like, a grace period. So, that's nice. What isn't nice is... Now I have to... Oh boy. I don't know if that'll do anything, I just feel like it will do something. It does do something, it lines this shot up. Hopefully, maybe. But I think, again, it's gonna hit that thing. Oh, still got it though, and actually... I have returned. Nice, I have been slightly annoyed with these gigantic 8 balls. Let's see, I think that just... Oh, shoot. Did that just screw me? I think that just screwed me. Maybe if I do that. Okay. I think... Thanks. Okay. So, I have enough left in my tank for one more shot. So if I don't make this, because I'm hitting the 8 ball right there to hit that 8 ball gate. If I don't get it with this, then I have to redo. Nice! Got it. Whew. Yeah, like, I say that I... Yeah, hype. I say that I screw myself out of it, but that doesn't mean that I don't give up on something. It just means that it'll be more tricky. So, now I'm gonna do it again, but with the third, alt weapon. And then I think after that, that might be the end of the stream, because I only just wanted to go until 9. You know, just in case if the power decides to go out again, midstream. Because that's what happened last week. Also, what even is this weapon? Okay, it's just the regular charger. Sounds good. Okay. So, this is the regular charger, so it doesn't have a scope. Because the previous one had a scope, if you noticed, because it zoomed into the reticule. Okay. Let's see here. So, it looks like this one gives me, like, 5 shots before I have to refill. I thought that would reach, but I forgot that, you know, it does the red X when it will actually reach. Okay. at the very least, let's do that one. And maybe if we go over there... Or, oh no, wait, no, it's already lined up with the ramp. Cool. But why does it not reach then? Like, it doesn't have the red X, so it can't reach. Why? Do I have to do it like this? Yeah, that's the result that I thought would happen. Let's go back and refill. Huh. Sometimes I just don't understand how physics work. Oh, yep, not quite. What? Part of me is just thinking that I should just save this for when I'm playing on my own and I am able to fully focus. And I think that's what I'm actually gonna do, even though I paid for the full lives. I'm just gonna go back to the train. Also, I wear these earphones, and once they're in your ear for a while, they make your ear canal sore, so I'm gonna leave that out. Yeah, how about I try this one, and then we'll call it there for the night. Yeah. It's this one. Okay, I remember. So, you have all those target boxes. Let's let the text go away. You have all these target boxes that you have to break within 35 seconds. So, let's let's go! And yes, this is just a giant paintbrush. And ink, and curling bomb, and run. I didn't think that was enough distance, but it was. Huh? Okay, good. I actually did that in one try. Huh. I think, let's see, what's the other weapon that it has you do it with? The roller. Let's just try that, and then we'll call it. Because, let's see. What's the ink consumption on this like? Yeah, pretty quick. Okay. Gonna have to keep that in mind. So the 30 seconds does not start until after I go on the belt and hit the floor over there. So let's 3, 2, 1. Let's do this, I guess. And you don't have the greatest speed in this section, so that's not fun. But at least you get that. And then you get the curling bomb. And I mean, you could still probably use the curling bomb there, it's just I don't think that's what they intended for you to use. Oh, it has some wind up. Okay, good. Okay. Oh yes, at the last second! That was good. I'm gonna save that. Oh no, I meant to save that right until after the end of the jingle, but that's fine. I think on that note, I will end things off. So, yeah. Thank you everyone for stopping by and watching. I won't be streaming next week because it's Black Friday and I'll be busy with family stuff and all that, but I will be yeah, hype. I will be streaming then the Fridays after, and okay, so next week next week won't be streaming. The week after that I'll be streaming. The week after that is when Smash releases. I might be having my friends over and we might be streaming us playing Smash. So keep an eye out for that on my Twitter and Instagram and such. It's the same name, Giozak. I should really add that to this full cam view that I have. I mean, I have it for the game view with like the face cam, but I should still not only have that show for the full cam, but I should also just link that in the cards below. So I think maybe I'll do that right after the stream. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, it just depends on if they personally feel comfortable with streaming. We might be doing it. We might be streaming. We might just not be doing face cam, which, like, that's fine. I'm up for anything. It's just what they feel comfortable with. So I'll be talking with them about that, and either way, we will be getting together on that day and recording us playing the game for the first time. So that'll be fun nonetheless for my YouTube channel. So yeah, if you want to stay updated, then follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Same username as here, Giozak. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Take care.